We are back out here at Secord Dam as the work, I'd say, is in the home stretch now. Drone is dropping probably about 25 feet in altitude above the ground level here, flying down the emergency auxiliary spillway. We can see the flow of Secord Lake currently passing through here. A lot of progress happening on all the dams once again. Smallwood is actually going to finish this week. So the gates are installed on here at Secord and on Smallwood. So just those last final touches. I'll talk a little bit later on about the work that's happening here, those last finishing touches, as well as Smallwood as well. We'll fly down the chute area here. See the porta potty flying in from the crane on the right hand side. It's not every day you see that. They were just out there, cleaned it up. A lot of people probably don't realize how much that actually takes of the septic sewer cleaners. Companies that usually clean these out actually don't really get access to a lot of these on the site of, you can see where this is going to be placed. That would be pretty hard work to get out there to clean those up. So they pick them up with the crane, fly them out of there, clean them, and then go ahead and place them back on their stand where this one is coming back into now. Like I said, all of the gates are installed here at Secord and at Smallwood. You can see a picture on the left hand side. Those gates now installed. That's what they look like at current day at the time of me filming this voiceover. We can also see in this view the insill. They have all that rebar there ready for that pour to take place, and baffle blocks rebars in place right here for those final pours as well. So here at Secord Dam, the estimated substantial completion date is September of this year in 2026. Smallwood's estimated completion date, though, is by the end of this month, and then it will fill to its summer level. Probably get there just in time to be lowered for the winter lake level. Here at Secord, though, I believe they did make the decision that when this completes in September of this year, they are not going to fill it this year. They are going to wait till next spring, because by the time it would get to full pool level of summer level, it wouldn't even really get there, and they'd be draining it back down for the winter lake fill level. So no one would really even get a chance to take advantage of it. There's a lot of logistics involved with that. People's docks in place, other things on the lake bed that at that lower level would not be prepared, and probably would get caught in a lot of the ice, cause more damage than it's worth to fill for a very short period of time before having to drop that level for winter. Trying to get a quick view here of the low level outlet. Again, hopefully I'm able to get out there on site and see that in person. I think that'd be pretty cool to see how that control structure works. See the control building here in this view. Work is wrapping up on that as well. So a couple of the milestones here at Secord Dam. You can see the access way that would span across the top of the gates is in place. The work wrapping up here on what used to be the old powerhouse, but now it is the control structure, the control building for the low level outlet. They completed the roof structure, access staircase, the interior mezzanines. Those were all completed this month. They also are completing the final grade of the right embankment and establishing the permanent crane access pad. So we'll see a little bit of that work here. Again, trying to get a little bit close view. Seeing down inside that low level outlet, looks like a little bit of rebar there, a little bit of concrete placement that was needing to be done and completed yet. And see those side seals in place for the gates to come in. And actually that was what was left on Smallwood Dam as well. Just needing to pour the concrete behind those side seals, tie those into the structure, and that will complete Smallwood Dam. I can't wait. By the time I'm filming the next update, Smallwood Dam will be filling. And quick update on the live camera. I don't really have much of an update, but they are still working on the power. The access is there for it, and the wiring. It's dependent and relying on that to be completed before that live camera comes back up and online. Hopefully we don't have that happen here at Secord as well. Hopefully we can keep live cameras running the entire time on the duration of the project, especially during the completion of coming up onto the lake refill timing. It's a nice shot down directly behind the water that is between Secord Lake, and you can see down there where that low-level outlet structure would be being worked on at the very bottom of Secord Lake, Secord Dam. Crest gates, again, are installed in Bay 1 and 2 that are on the right-hand side of the screen over here. At current day, dam is taking shape nicely, though. Things are really coming together here. Talk a little bit more about the upcoming milestones on a couple of the other dams. So the next video that I'm going to be working on filming and editing will be another Wixom Lake update. So that is the Tobacco River Dam and the Edenville Dam. So on the Tittabawassee Stage 2 Coffer Dam and diverting water flow at Edenville, that is what's upcoming for the Edenville side. The Tobacco left side embankment excavation and drainage system at Edenville is also being worked on, so that's a huge project. If you drive by Stryker's Marina there, you'll see a lot of sand piled up there, and you'll see the Edenville or the Tobacco River embankment being stripped off and a lot of that drainage being put back in place and regraded. As we fly all the way up to 400 feet in altitude to give you that bird's eye view of what things look like from that height, I'll share with you guys a couple ways that you can contribute to the channel. There's always people that ask, so I always include that into this video. There's links in the description down below, so go ahead and check them out. There's my Patreon page, so people on my Patreon that support through there get early access to what I'm working on after I'm done out here filming on site for the day. I go and post pictures, so you get early access to the next video that's going to be working on in kind of like a sneak peek. There's also links for coffee. KOFI is a page that you can donate money for a drink or a tank of gas, as well as PayPal. So both of those places do not take out fees. So they're also great ways to donate and help support my continued documentation here of the historic progress happening on the four lakes here on the Tittabawassee River. So there's that. Bird's eye view again, 400 feet in altitude, directly above the crane. You could see the gates in place over here on the right-hand side of the embankment. We'll drop in altitude and get a closer view of those as well. Take a look at what is staged out here on site. You can see some of that rebar. And yeah, it looks a lot smaller from up there than it does when you start dropping. And when you're out here on site standing next to these huge pieces of equipment, as well as these gates are pretty massive. You can actually see that they're in two pieces. So they install these in multiple lifts. They put the bottom in first, and then the top of the Crest gates gets installed after that. And over here on the right side of the screen, you can see a little bit of that embankment work that was completed and where all that stone placed there. The crane pad that was also completed at the time of me filming this voiceover. Drop down to this view, only about 10 feet probably above the water level. We'll come up here nice and close, see the work that is happening here in front of where the gate structures will be. Again, porta potties back in place over there on the right hand side, and the crews working here on where those gates were placed. So once that concrete steps of the weir here were finished, gates were installed very quickly in very short order. And you can see those hydraulic power units go ahead and bolt right there at the top as well. That is what controls, lifts, and lowers those Crest gates. Nice view over the top of Secord Lake out here. Again, this lake was not completely emptied. It was just brought into a drawn down state after the May 2020 dam failures, so that all these dams could be brought up to today's standards and we're in compliance, not failing anymore. A little bit of cattails out here. Couple stumps, but I think most of that has been removed. Sure, people again are doing the final preparations before the dams are completed. Sure, there'll be a couple people out here this winter, maybe topping off those last couple stumps out on the ice, cutting them down to the water level. And you can see a couple of those stumps sticking out of the water here. Before these dams were put in place, this used to be all forest. There was just woods here, so the dams were put in place and those woods were flooded. And during the wintertime, those trees were all chopped down at that height. So a lot of that is what we currently see is where those stumps were topped. Pretty cool driftwood pieces out here floating around. We do get a little bit higher level of water during rain events though, and some of those do float up and end up going downriver. This one's been here since the start though. You can actually go back to my first videos here at Secord and see that stump sitting there after the dams were lowered. Pretty cool seeing all that progress and how far we've came since 2020. Water again exiting the emergency auxiliary spillway and going down that chute. We'll fly over the back of this and we'll take a close look. See, the water level here has been decently high at times for that log to get up on that couple steps higher. When we have had those high water events, usually in the springtime here in mid-Michigan on the Tittabawassee River. Check this out though, where I usually like to see if we see any fish in here. There's usually a couple fish hanging out. So you let me know in the comments down below if you see any fish swimming around here in the auxiliary spillway before exiting and going down the Tittabawassee River. I am excited to see these dams being completed in the final stages. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you go down below, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and leave any questions and comments you have below as well. And thank you for watching. Thanks for watching, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Also make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next videos I will be posting, and leave your questions, comments, and suggestions below. As always, I just want to give a massive thanks to the people who support me on Patreon. Never underestimate the value of your contribution to keeping this channel going. Thank you.